Biko, tag alum governor of Enugu State, His Excellency Peter Mba. CJ made this guy investigation, CJ Bia.
I'm going to see a Gubanya, Enugu State. Dibia obodo na-eme dibia n'Enugu n'eziago. Once you use the human pass, well, go back mmadụ ọgwụ last. Maka na ndị gboo n'eziago ebe a machiri. Ihe obodo ga-eri mmadụ. Ọgwụ ọbụla ihe agwụba. Na man gafe bebi a na-egburu ọgwụ. Gafe efi a na-egburu ọgwụ. Ọjọọ ha na n'iri mmadụ iwebe mmadụ dibịa na-eme ya n'ezi agba ya last ya lọta aka
maka ọ dị kpọsọ dị ka ọ dị ekwe ya ọnụ ọ bịala complain ọ na-ijiri paasị mmadụ gwọọrọ mmadụ ọgwụ na ịma last ọ bụrụ kịta ejide onye otu ya o mebe 19 hours o post to this video ihe ọ na-achọ ime ife a camouflage ị na-achọ ịgwa anyị na ịmala ihe ọ na-eme ọkụ aka isi je investigate ebia properly ị na-anụ ihe na-ekwu kịta ka ị bịa na-asị anyị na ịwalụ paasị mmadụ gwọọlụ mmadụ ọgwụ na ihe ala st na ịwere ihe gwọọlụ mmadụ ọgwụ na ihe ala ka ife m ị na-ekwuri ya sisi mụrụ nkụ si arụ alụ ụmụanị witi nka ego ahụ na-adị na-enweta ị na-abịa na ịwọli anyị ya isi ọ bụ ezigbo mmadụ onye nke a na-ekwu ọfụma ka ihe m ị na-ekwuli ya sisi biko His Excellency onye nke a bụ ezigbo arọbịa CJ investigate ya anọ ndị nọ n'Enugu lapụkwa ihe ọ na-akọ wee lọcha unu gụrụ akwụkwọ ma udu ndị afọ ife ewute ka m obele nwa nwaanyị na-agafe o nwere ike ọ na-agafe si ya bịa nwa nne bịa kedu afọ Chioma na ya jegotelu m biskiti enye ya 100 naira nwa atụzalụ brother say jegote biskiti ọbịa iweli ya gwunye n'onunu mpi a na-achị ya wakai ọgwụ na-egbu mmadụ ọ na-egbu mmadụ ịgwa nka iku na-ejugo ndị a mezie ifukwuzi ezigbo dibịa kịta afịala arụ ezigbo dibịa na-anọ na Facebook ka njụọ jee investigate ya na onye a maọbụ mụnwa bịakwa Enugu n'aka m mbịa Enugu kịta na mmiri aka nnọ ka efu ka ihe a si wee na-ewute m ego ne ka na-enweta ihe nwa unu gbuo mmadụ onye a na-agba ụfụfụ inweta 5 million ma ego unu deti unu chụsie echu dịka alụsi unu na onwe na miro ka ifu na ichulu echu ma ego niile afọ ị na-agwa ụma mere go investigate this one job ala.
So Lord Zeus is out there asking that the state governments beam their searchlight on the activities of these Dibia guys. Anambra did the same thing a few months ago, and the result is unbelievable. The result is wonderful. In fact, there are some persons who are alleging, I haven't confirmed, they are alleging that because of the fact that Anambra State chased away some Dibias, or after Dibia guys, some of them relocated to Enugu State. Yes. I have not confirmed this. I'm a journalist. I don't like putting out content that I have not confirmed. But this is something somebody mentioned, and I wouldn't reveal my source, but it's something to investigate. It's something to really investigate, because as soon as that issue of stopping Dibia's activities in Anambra State happened, you could see the enormous result of that action. Security is as if security became far better. Like there was a halt on heinous activities that was happening in Anambra at the time. In fact, there was this story that got me thinking, like got me pissed. I was so mad. 3 kids. This happened in because I read that news. I was going bonkers. 3 kids were killed, slaughtered, and dumped inside a freezer in their home. What happened? The man, their father is not around. Of course, the man will always be around because he's looking for money. He's in Enugu State. The woman just stepped out. you know, to get something for the family. You know how it goes. So the highest amount of the highest age was, I think it said 754 or so, or 7865 or so, you know. But the story was that the woman came back, was looking for her kids. She didn't see them, only for her to search inside the freezer and saw her kids butchered inside the deep freezer and specific body parts removed. Are you kidding me? Like, do you know the trauma that a mother would face when she sees that kind of thing? Don't talk about the father. The father, he goes, okay, he's a man, he has to hold himself. But do you know the trauma that woman would face for the rest of her life? Her 3 kids go through pains to raise them, and this type of bad economy, and then gives birth with that pain of giving birth. Then all of a sudden, you kill them in one fell swoop, in one full hour. And you tell me it's normal. How normal? How is it normal? How is that kind of thing normal? It's ritual. Somebody they must have told them, go and get body parts, go and get an eye, go and get kids this thing. I mean, and they must have been timing those kids, knowing that the woman probably leaves her kids at home. How terrible can this really be? How maddening can this be? And at some point I was saying, is there a problem in Anambra? Is Anambra not in Nigeria? Because every single week there's no gory news you don't hear from Anambra State. There's no gory news. Until Soludo said, you know what? Let me search these guys. Let me check what these guys are doing. Because you don't understand it. Every day somebody's head is cut off. The other hand is cut off. The other one's paragraph is gone. What's going on? And so it happened that he did it, and everywhere is quiet. Anambra now is quiet. There's a relative peace you can get in Anambra. You don't hear those news anymore. And so that is what we must start looking at in Enugu State, if it is possible. And Enugu State should, develop a committee to investigate these people. If in fact you have to be registered, and I'm not sure they are even registered. And that's what Anambra is doing. Come and register. And something I've also noticed. Gone are days, I don't know. During those days, when you talk about Dibia, a Dibia is usually an elderly person, somebody who is elderly and who is old. So they come with so much wisdom. In fact, sometimes when you come with your problem, they don't even give you any concussion for you or any voodoo for you. What they just do is advise you on what to do about certain things, and you go and you are fine. But as soon as I started seeing young able boys who are supposed to be out making monies, who are in their prime, getting into Dibia, and I'm like, hold on a second, what's happening? Is there something that we don't know that these guys are into? And it's clear now what's happening. What would a young man of 25 to 40 or 45 be doing in Dibia house, like being a Dibia? Why? What for? Look, like I said, I might be wrong. My analysis might be wrong, and trust me, if I'm wrong, it's genuine. I'm genuinely wrong. Not that because I mean, think about it. Why would a young person who has hand, who has legs, who doesn't have any problem in terms of comprehension, not go and look for work, not go and do a business, or not go and do something that they like to do to make monies, and then you are getting into Dibia? You are doing deep concussion. Why? I don't know. I don't understand it though. I like I said, I'm not the all-knowing, but can somebody explain that? Is it possible that anybody who is young, is it possible that we just have a law that says anybody who is young If you are not above 60 or 55, you shouldn't be doing Dibia work. Even if your great grandfather was the chief of Dibias, because some of them, what I hear them say is that is in their lineage. Their grandfather passed it to their father passed it to their, and so they have the power, they have the strength. Whereas what we are doing is ritual. It's wrong, killing people. So, like I said, I'm just also adding my voice to what Lord Zeus have just said. They should start investigating these people in Enugu. If possible, chase them away, follow them up, because some of them have done things that are terrible, and we cannot be watching them do continue in their activities without checking them and possibly apprehending them when they are culpable. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you as always.